Good morning. Loree Penner here for our steep spiritual sustenance on Wednesday, the 27th of May. Can you believe that it's the 27th of May? It seems like we're still stuck back in March. I wanted to introduce you to a friend of mine, a friend that I just got. This is my new guitar. This is, you can see it's very pretty and it's old. It's very old. This is a Yamaha that was built in the 70s, and it was handmade before Yamaha started having their stuff sent out to Taiwan to be mass manufactured. And it has a nice spruce top and a rosewood back, and it has inside of it, this was also when Yamaha started working with a Spanish guitarist to do a better job of the inside of the guitar. So the inside of the guitar is what is called a Ramirez fan. And I love this guitar. I just got it last week. When I was 15, my dad gave me a guitar very similar to this. It was my first guitar. And so I learned how to play it, just chords and stuff so that we could sing. And there were a bunch of us girls that would get together, you know, a few times a week, and we'd just be talking or playing, and then someone would sit down at the piano and they'd start playing music, and I would grab a guitar and play along with them, and we sang songs from Broadway and songs from Joni Mitchell and Joan Baez and Simon and Garfunkel and, you know, you name it. And it was a really fun time, a really good time. I gave that guitar to my son. It just seemed, he's a really good guitarist, and he played it a lot. He liked the way it played, and so I gave it to him, and because I wasn't playing the guitar anymore. Well, over the last couple years, I've become hungry to play again, and I do have another guitar that is a steel string Fender that I actually got in a class that I was taking to learn how to teach guitar to students. That was many years ago, and I haven't played the guitar regularly for years and years and years. So here I am trying to learn again. And anybody who has played musical instruments, string instruments, you know that the first thing that you encounter is the fact that you need to build up calluses on your fingers so that the strings, that you can hit the strings in a good way and that it doesn't hurt your fingers. So that's what I'm working on now, rebuilding calluses, relearning how to play the scales of the guitar, which I was never very good at, and relearning how to play chords, and particularly bar chords, which I've also never been good at. So this is a new learning experience for me, and I try to spend time every day or several times a week playing the guitar so that I can continue to learn, and eventually, maybe if we get to a point where we have something like a contemporary service at Steep, I can play the guitar along with Jim and along with Will on the piano. So for me, playing the guitar and playing the piano are spiritual practices. I know that I am not the best guitarist or the best pianist. I know that some of what I do is good, and some of it is just not that good. I know that, and that's okay. So I pray a lot about what I play and how I play, and I talk to God about helping me in my ability. And when I play, it is worship to God. I could be playing anything, scales or other boring things, and it is still worship to God because He's given me a love for the instruments and an ability to know that God is working with me and in me as I try to continue to learn to play the piano and the guitar. So I don't know if you play an instrument, or maybe you used to play an instrument and it's somewhere in a shelf somewhere. Somewhere in their closet we have a trombone that belongs to my daughter that I played for a short time in college. Somewhere in the closet I have a flute that George fixed for me that is my next instrument that I will be starting up. But I find that playing the guitar or the piano right now in this time of COVID is calming and helpful spiritually. So I encourage you, if you're in one of those moments when, you feel like the walls are closing in and you really want to do something different, pick up that instrument that you used to play. You can get, if you don't have the books that you needed when you learned how to play and you need to find out how to play C and D and E again, you can purchase books on Amazon and they come within a day or two. So enjoy the gifts that God has given you. It may not be music, it may be art, it may be writing, it may be other mediums. But allow God to use those for God's glory and for your own movement in the Spirit. See you next time.